Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 1. Yes, you heard me right. Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 1. It's the countdown to the showdown. I did not initially watch this episode. I didn't watch the special. I watched that later. I didn't watch this episode. I didn't watch any of the weddings because remember initially I was not going to do Married at First Sight, and then y'all kept emailing me and stuff. And so I was like, oh my God, I have got to jump on it. And I did. So I'm actually going to be watching season 1, episode 1, where the experts, when they tell the cast that they're matched, because I'm still trying to figure Ryan out. And I'm trying to figure out how some of y'all missed the whole Vinny thing, okay? I called Vinny from day one when I heard him say, I just want to be accepted for who I am. I was like, no, ma'am. Oh, I'm loving my little natural makeup this morning. It's so pretty. Good morning. Today is March 14th. It is daylight saving times for those of you who are in the area that we do daylight saving times. I think we spring ahead. So it's 5:30, 5:40, 5 whatever, but it's actually 6 something now, okay? So, oh, because that clock is still showing 5 something. Oh, wait a minute. 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 All right, y'all. Thank you for your love and support with my books. Be sure to subscribe to Church Gonna Get Married To. I don't like, what is that shadow? My new book, I have a new book out. It's called Moments of Gratitude, available on Amazon, the print book. You can get the ebook on my blog. You can also get the print book. I'm going to set it up. It's just that the print book from my blog is going to take a little bit longer to get to you versus if you order from Amazon, you get it in 2-3 days. From my blog, the print book, you'll 2 weeks, okay? But if you really want to help a sister out, you'll wait for it, okay? All good things come to those who wait. This is the journal, so you can write down what God is doing in your life or what you want God to do. And, of course, my other books, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet, The Naked Wife, In Christ I Am. Thank you so much. I absolutely love and adore you. And press play, DJ. And so here Pastor Cal is telling them he found them some. Oh, what is that shadow? They're going to be married in 2 weeks. Let me fix the shadow, y'all. I don't like imperfections. Not that we have to be perfect, but if I can fix it, I'll fix it. Okay, so here they are. They're telling the people that they are matched. And I'm still trying to figure Ryan out. I'm trying to figure him out. I just really think he doesn't like Clara because she's loose. She's a loose woman. And I just think he doesn't like her. But I'm still trying to figure them out. And his mother said, well, this is not what we were expecting, but so it's making me sound like maybe Ryan has never brought home a girlfriend or not a white girlfriend. I don't know what it is. And so it's 2 weeks until wedding, and I know somebody said they did a lot of repeat on here, so let's see. Okay, they're sharing the news, and of course, Vinny Teletubber is in a tight t-shirt. I just don't understand, sir. Hold your t-shirt tight. Brianna and Vincent. Ooh, her friend's hair is beautiful. Breeze 28, outspoken optimist. She's over her friend is beautiful. I love her hair. Ooh, they have that good weave down south. Y'all got that good stuff down south. gonna try my natural hair in a ponytail. Y'all think I can do it? So Bree's getting married. My name is Viviana. I'm 28 and I'm an engineer. I've been told before that I was a slow starter. I don't open up easily. She's a slow starter. Don't didn't we watch this already? Oh, they're doing a lot of repeats. I feel as if I've been waiting for a minute. She's been waiting for a minute to find my soulmate, probably because I'm a little picky. I have a laundry list of things that I look for in a person. One, be patient. And there's nothing wrong with that, y'all, because people, especially in the Black community, people make you think that you're wrong for having a laundry list of what you want in a husband. I have a program on my mentoring called Your Husband List, and it's 6 weeks. It's a 6-week program that help you to figure out what it is that you want in a husband. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what you want. Granted, you need a little room for to maneuver, but there's nothing wrong. And in the Black community, they just feel like, no, you shouldn't want this. No, you shouldn't want the Wall Street or the banker or whatever you want. No, no, no. Go on down to the jail, get in line, and marry the man that's coming out of jail. Help him, fix him up, help a brother out. And I just think it has done Black women such a disservice in the Black community, because y'all see what's happening in the Black community, okay? It's terrible, and I don't see anything wrong with having a list of what you want. I have a list. I dated by that list. I drop him by my list, and as a matter of fact, I'm kind of deciding which book I'm going to put out first. I think it's going to be the book about the guys I dated and dropped and why I dropped them. Okay, so Brianna, there's nothing wrong, honey. She wants somebody that's financially stable. Did Vinny not girlfriend not break up with him because he's not financially stable? He's still trying to figure out what he wants to do. And I want my husband to be a go-getter. And financially aware. What that mean? Because financially aware don't pay bills if he broke, girl. Huh? He can be financially aware as much as he want to be financially aware, but who's gonna pay these bills around here? I am loving this makeup this morning. Oh my God, I'm going to have to do that again tomorrow. So natural and pretty, right? And she wants somebody that makes more than her. So why did they match her with Vinny? Why? I'm the type of person that is very structured and organized. Now, I don't expect for everyone. She's very structured and organized. Nothing wrong with that, right? You need to be who you are and know who you are and what you are. I am, but I will go behind people and clean up. And say if I clean up the kitchen and someone comes, she will go behind people and clean up. You know, is she a little bit OCD? Or does she just want to have it her way? And how many of y'all know we have to adjust to that, right? Put the bowl in the sink. I would say, you don't want to put that in the dishwasher? If they put the bowl in the sink, she'll say you don't want to put that in the dishwasher. I'm okay with the bowls in the sink. I run my dishwasher twice a day. It doesn't freak me out if I see dishes in the sink. Let the kids, just put it in the sink. You know what bugs me? If you leave it on the counter with stuff in it. My daughter does that, and I'm like, Lexi. Okay, but I don't mind dishes in the sink. I run my dishes first thing in the morning when I come down. Is if I didn't run it the night before, like last night I was tired. So my husband runs it sometimes. First thing I came down this morning while I'm making my coffee, load the dishwasher, it's already ran and done already. As an engineer, I'm very serious. Like I'm outside all day working. So they're gonna match her with somebody who is messy and broke and busted and disgusted. Okay, she's an engineer. She's outside every day. And so when I have come on a hard hat. Be around someone so I can express myself too, and I want someone to literally sit. She want to be with somebody who she can be around and express herself with, and sit on the couch and just enjoy day. Well, that ain't Vinny, honey. He's a baby Vinny. She's a pretty girl. It's been long since she's been in a relationship. Well, what's long? I mean, tell you, these 27 years old, I mean, y'all just go from man to man to man. Y'all don't know what y'all want, honey. I understand it, honey. In a relationship, she's a good partner. She's not judgmental, stubborn. And the friend says, "I live with you since you like having your way." Well, everybody have their own way. Don't y'all have? I mean, I don't know. And she's had people to tell her no how she react. I think women like Bree and women who have it going on, you have to, and I say this all the time on my channel, you have to separate the engineer from when you come home. Okay, you don't bring the engineer home. Leave her at the place. Okay, leave the boss be at the place. And when you come home, you need to be somebody who's soft and gentle. And she said, the friend said, I want to make sure that person is right for you. Vinny ain't right for her. And she said, think about what you want. I need to be comfortable and I need to feel as I'm accepted. Now, when a woman says she want to be accepted, that's different from when a man say it. Because especially in the black community where black women are doing more, getting more educated, having the big jobs, and the men are not, a lot of the men are not, it's hard for black women like Brianna, who is overly successful or successful, to meet a black man. If she want a black man, which I don't think she wants, she said she wanted someone tan, aka mixed. But especially black women, it's hard to find a man, meet a man who, um, you know, who can accept you as a woman for you and your success and your successful story, right? It's different in the black woman, but it's different from when a man. So when a man says it, it usually means he's not up to par, he's lacking, something is wrong, something is missing, and though he's a man and he's supposed to be the example and the head, no, he don't want you to look at him as the example and the head and the provider and the protector. He wants you to nurse him and suckle him and take. I can't, Vinny. I can't. She said she's odd. Right. That's Russian roulette. Ooh, I love it. Russian roulette. I love what she said. Russian roulette. Yeah, Vinny is telling his boys in a tight t-shirt. That's my used to be my landscaper named Morales. Legacy builder. He feel like he want to be married for the rest of his life because he's always feel like he's aspired to have a family, but you're not building. Where is your 28, sir? Why you not established yet? I just make it make sense to me, Vinny. Make it make sense, Champagne, Vinny. You aspire to be a family, have a family. You should have been ready by now. You should have been prepared. Figure it out. Know what you want. Okay? But no. Hold on, y'all. I'm boiling our mask. Do y'all boil your mask? Yeah, I'll boil my mask. Okay? Hold on. His relationship with his parents is not as good as it was. A lot of parents is that his father is not there there as much as he wanted, and it affected him. Did you go to counseling? Teletubby Vinny? Toddler Vinny, did you go to counseling? You don't need no champagne. You need milk. And his father not being around make him feel like he want to be the opposite, but you didn't go to counseling, right? Because you're not gonna work those things out on yourself. You need somebody, a counseling, a therapist to help you through it. He wants to be the opposite. You want to be that man that provides and be the best dad. Uh-huh. And the girl left you because you're flip-flopping. This is why I don't think these young men should be getting in a relationship. They're not ready. At 28, you're not ready. You're still figuring things out, and it's okay to figure things out. But when you say you want to be married, you should be ready and prepared. And you're not ready, and you're not prepared to get married because you're still trying to figure things out and get a footing that he hasn't gotten. Okay. He want to be the dad kids need in their life. Well, you're a kid yourself. You're a toddler. So how are you going to be a father when you're a toddler? I don't make it make sense to me, Vinny. Milky Vinny. You don't need to call it champagne Vinny. Champagne is for grown-ups. Okay, little babies drink milk. Granted, my 6-year-old, he is just, y'all, could you believe it? He is just getting comfortable with drinking regular milk because I nursed him for 4.5 years. My husband says 5 years. I nursed him for 4.5 years, and at 6, he's just like drinking milk regular. Before he'd be like, I don't want it, mommy. No good, no good. And at the daycare, at 1, they had to drink the milk so that he wouldn't drink it. He wouldn't drink milk in daycare. So his last relationship ended because he wanted to start his own business. He wanted it always been his dream. Okay, great, congratulations, Vinny. Toddler Vinny. Good that you've always wanted to own your own business. Let's see how you went about it. She wanted somebody with a corporate job and didn't like that he didn't have a degree. So, ma'am, why did you choose him? Why? Why did you choose? If you wanted a man who had a corporate job and someone who had a degree, why did you get with a man who did not have a corporate job and did not have a degree? And ladies, this is the foolishness y'all do that messes up your life. Okay, granted, we all need to tweak a little bit, but on massive things like that, you don't tweak that. If that's what you want, you don't settle for less than, because it's always going to be in the back of your mind. And the moment he quits his job to start his business, you're going to start having tantrums and stuff. And he should not have gotten with her. If he knew she wanted a man with a corporate job and a degree, he should not have dated her. But the problem is, y'all think y'all can fix people. And you think you can work with stuff when you know you can't work with it. And it's okay to walk away, y'all. Just walk away. It's okay. So when you want to start your own business, Vincent, you do not quit your job that's paying the bills to start something that's not paying the bills. You do both at the same time. This is what providers and fathers and husbands and prepared men do. Great, you want to start your own business. Congratulations, right? Everybody should have a business. But you don't quit the job that's paying the bills and no, you do both. You work the job that's paying the bills. You start your business on the side. And once it picks up that it's covering the expenses and it's going to make your woman feel comfortable and safe, then you quit the other job. But you don't quit the job. Talk about, I'll go start my own business. You ain't got no money coming in, bro.
She wasn't supportive. She wanted someone.
She wasn't supportive. Sound like you need your mama, not a wife. Huh? You'll need your mother that's going to hold your hands and let you lay on her couch and feed you.
And she didn't like that I didn't have a degree. So that was the day I realized that it wasn't going to work out. I want to find someone
That's the day you realized it wasn't going to work out. You should have realized that from the beginning when she told you she wanted somebody with a degree and a corporate job. And let me say this, because I know some people be all up in your feelings, especially the women be coming up in here in your feelings. I have never said because somebody doesn't have a degree, doesn't have a corporate job, they're not a good person or not a good husband. But for some reason, you hear that. And that's not what I said. You will never hear me say that. What I've always said, will say, and continue to say is choose the husband that you think is best for you, whoever that is. If you feel like the man coming out the jail is the best thing for you, hey, who am I to say don't marry him? Just don't call me when y'all start having problems, girl, because you know I'm going to tell you. Girl, you know you should have married that bum, okay? But I've never said this person is better, this person is better. I've always said choose the man that's best for you because you know this is the life you want to have. This is the type of life I want to have. And this is the type of man that I like. So I'm going to choose this man because that's for me. Everybody has to make a decision for themselves. You choose. Your husband is a choice. Brothers, I'm going to be writing a book soon for the man. Your wife is a choice. Please do not choose Jezebels. Jezebel will destroy your dream, your vision, the kingdom. Do not choose Jezebels. Do not choose a woman that is not that will not support your vision. Do not choose a woman that has her own agenda. And if you are a weak man, I want you to know weak men always choose Jezebels because you need somebody to run your life. Do not choose a woman who will lead you around by your testicles because you're weak. Get around some men and strengthen your knees and your dreams and your vision so you could stand in your dreams and vision. And whoever you marry, you need to let her know, this is my dream, this is my vision, will you support it? If she's coming with her own agenda and plans, you need to not marry her because Jezebel will destroy you. Jezebels have agendas. Jezebels will make you walk away from God's will for your life. Jezebels will make you leave your kingdom, your dreams, your visions. This is why you choose a wife that honors you, respects you, and who can submit to your vision, not hers. Jezebels will make you look like a fool and an idiot. Jezebel's Bible says a whorish woman will bring a man down to a piece of bread. Jezebels will run your life, control your life, ruin your life, and then spit you out. Read the Bible. But I digress, brother.
Same interests as I do. I really want someone by my side that is going to be not just my partner, but a teammate. I'm very ambitious. There's a lot of responsibility.
That's what men say when they don't have it together. I'm ambitious. That's what they say. I ain't never heard my husband say, "Oh, I'm ambitious." Men who say I'm ambitious, they're not there yet. They're not ready. And women, you will hear Brianna say, "Oh, he's ambitious." Cause she know he's not. She's like, he's ambitious. He ain't there yet. Okay.
marriage, and I think that I'm willing to fight and give my all to be successful.
He is ready to fight and give his all to be successful. Yeah, right.
The perfect woman, somebody's gonna be into family, loving,
Crying and fidgeting over not being able to get a dance step. Can we talk about that? I'm gonna come back and talk about that.
Somebody that can be your friend. Exactly. Like if y'all pull up, we can play spades, stuff like that. That's cool.
Somebody can be his friend, somebody he can chill with. Well, she was trying to dance with you in last week's episode, and you had a tantrum because you couldn't get the dance step.
I think he's been wanting something like this the whole time, so we're pretty excited for him. How do you assure her that you are her man, you gonna protect her?
How are you assure her you are her man, you're gonna protect her, and you're a good match for her? Ooh, come on. I definitely want to be the provider of that person who's gonna know.
It's not, make excuses. I'm just gonna handle whatever I gotta handle. Be that person.
He wants somebody that's not gonna make excuses. In other words, the girl broke up with him because he's broke and couldn't pay the bills. He gonna handle what he gonna handle. You want to be the provider of the home. If you was the provider of the home, the other girl wouldn't have left you. She got tired of paying them bills by herself. Okay.
Because I really want this, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
He wants it, but he's willing. He's gonna do whatever he's willing to take. Lies.
Look, anything will accomplish. What if she's at this extremity where she's tough? She's a tough cookie.
Oh, she's tough cookie. Stuck in her ways. She doesn't want to change. She wants you to adjust to her. There you go. Ooh, man. I don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
Brianna and Vincent don't know anything about each other, but they'll be getting married in less than 2
Granted, belows, we all need to adjust, right? We all have to adjust. I'm still adjusting. 8 years May, Mother's Day weekend will be 8 years me and Mike's been married, and I'm still adjusting with him leaving that towel just hanging on the door like for dear life. And I'm like, could you just hang the towel on the door? Why is it hanging off the door like that? You adjust. Everybody have to adjust. It's give and take, give and take. Okay, and everybody have to. It's like driving down the street. You see a corner come in. You don't keep going straight. You adjust to the corner. So I'm glad that the friend brought that up because he said, "What you gonna do if she's a hard, tough cookie?"
Brianna and Vincent, we believe, will balance each other out.
Brianna and Vincent will balance each other out. Why they not balanced? I'm sorry, Pastor Cal. Why are they not? Why I can't.
Vincent needs someone like Brianna because she will support him. She will believe in him.
Vincent needs someone like Brianna because she will support him. She will believe in him. Even though she asks for a man that makes more than her, Pastor Cal. Brianna asks for a man that makes more than her, but Brianna will support Vincent. He needs someone that believes in him and pay the bills until he gets on his feet. The bull crap.
Really use the sensitive, caring side of Vincent.
And Brianna can use the caring, sensitive side of Vincent. No, she needs a man who can provide and protect and have control over his emotions and be a man, not a toddler and a crybaby. I cannot.
It'll be a great match.
They will be a great match. Stop with the lies. Let me pull this window down, child. I'm a little chilly. Hold on. I just can't with these experts. They're getting on my nerves. Okay, but do y'all realize how they spin it, right? They spin it. Oh, Brianna's gonna be there. She'll support him. She'll struggle with him. And what he's gonna give is sensitivity. The bull crap. The bull crap. She gonna struggle with him and stand with him and hold him up and support him, but she can, and he's gonna give her his sensitive side. Girl, I cannot. Virginia, Miss Fun Loving, and Eric, Mr. Flying Solo. The drunk. Virginia and Eric.
Hey there. How are you? I'm good. How you been doing? I've been doing good.
Eric's mom.
Her name is Eric Lake.
I like Eric. It's only unfortunate they match him with a drunk.
Pilot and in the Air Force Reserves. One of my biggest fears is to grow old alone. I'm not afraid of much, but that one right there.
One of his biggest fears to grow older. That's a lot of men' biggest fear. I know somebody who just got married because he didn't want to die alone. I know a couple of guys like that. They're looking for wives because they're like, man, I don't want to die alone.
Just travel with not being there. Some people have been okay with it for a certain period of time, and all of a sudden they just get tired of it. Others, just right off the bat, I can't do that. I come home here, I'm by myself. I go on dates, I do this and that, but sometimes I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I'm alone. Like, I don't have anyone. I was married before, but I just had so many military commitments that I had to do. I had over 2 years of training. After that, I did about 3 deployments, and things started.
He did 3 deployments. Oh, he was in the military. Oh, yes, that's right. He's in the military.
Now, all my career goals are complete. So having a wife is the only goal that I'm looking for in my life now.
All his career goals are complete. Did y'all hear that? That's a man who prepared himself. Granted, yes, he was married and divorced because of whatever the reason he married the girl, with the military. They don't put up with this bull crap y'all be doing, shacking up and carrying on. You can't be sleeping in his bunks. Is it? That's what they call it if you're not married. And so they went, hey, the girl is pretty too. Did y'all see his wife? I'm telling you, honey, the drunkie Virginia is definitely low class for Eric. Definitely low class for him. Because that girl, ooh, she's so pretty and ooh, child.
That's what I've done all this for, is to, share that with someone that I love.
Right, that's what he's done, is to share with somebody he loves. Watch some kids grow up. That's right. That's a man that has prepared himself. Genuine, down to girl, or someone who's can handle what he do for a living. Oh yeah, Virginia can handle it because she don't want you to be. She wanted you to go away.
I love to have that relationship. So if they're not, then that's a problem for me.
Yeah, she'll be able to handle you what you do because she don't want to spend no time with you. She want to be at her friend's house, getting drunk, getting high, every day, all the time. Yeah, Virginia's okay with that, dear.
That's you. Yeah, just been flying. It's amazing. I know you have. You've been busy. Now I gotta tell my parents, and that's gonna be very interesting, especially with my mom. I don't know what she's gonna think, because
he's gonna be tell the mom the pretty traditional. Yeah, I would punch you in your face. Come telling me this mess. Talk about you gonna marry some stranger.
Just trying to find, the person I want to spend.
You doing what? Pow! You doing what, little Michael? Pow! Didn't I raise you better than that?
I'm actually gonna be married.
Mom is like, no, you're not.
2 weeks from now, getting married at first sight.
2 weeks from now, get married at first sight. OMG. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Yeah, Mom.
It's weird. It's literally like day one.
Dad and I have been married almost 40 years, so it's different for us.
Dad and I have been married almost 40 years. It's different. Very traditional, very conservative.
It's out of my.
And you sure ain't getting no conservative girl, honey. You're getting a floozy.
It's absolutely nuts. But, all my career goals have been met.
All my career goals have been met, and I just want someone to share it with. Yes. Eric, I do have concerns. I know there's more to marriage than just saying I love you, right? Come on, Mama. There's a lot that you need to just learn about life.
Life.
Mommy's a little nervous. Like I said, I'm a little traditional, and there's nothing wrong with traditional.
This is different for me.
There's nothing wrong. Don't let the bullies and the Jezebels bro talk you down about being traditional. There's nothing wrong with being traditional. Okay, heathens don't like traditional. Heathens don't like structure and standard and order and respect. Heathens. Because God only deals with order, respect, and structure. God don't do anything out of order. He's not a disorderly God. He's a God of order. He's a God of respect, and he's a God of laws. And we are to work to be like him. Okay, so don't let the heathens and the Jezebels tell you there's something wrong with order. Okay, has there been a commercial? I haven't seen a commercial.
That he, sees the light.
I know it's just completely different.
Mommy wants it to see the light. Mom is just traditional. Oh, there go the commercial. Oh no, there was no commercial. Okay, let me take a break because I got to go check my mask that I'm boiling. Here go the drunk on the bed. Hold on, y'all.
Is Eric and Virginia.
Eric
has just revealed to his mother that he'll be getting married to a stranger.
Eric and the drunk.
There you are.
And the drunk, he's talking to the daddy that knows she has a drunken problem.
I know you've kind of told me you're not a huge fan of this process that I've kind of been going through.
Okay.
My name is Virginia. I'm 26 years old.
Your name is drunk.
I'm customer experience.
Your name is I need to go to AA.
Definitely used to the single kind of party lifestyle.
Used to the single party lifestyle. Why are you getting married, ma'am? Huh? You're used to the single party lifestyle. And listen, I'm all for it, girl. I'm all for it. Just don't get married. Because marriage requires a different type of a lifestyle. Okay? Fine.
Not really happy just sitting at home.
She's not happy to sitting at home. Well, when you're married, you need to be home, dear. You don't need to be out skyliking around, sleeping on people's couch, drinking and getting drunk. You need to be home, making a prepared home for your husband. When he comes home, dinner is ready, the house is clean, comfortable. I love seeing Big Mike sitting over here in all this pink and flush and lush. I say, be sitting there. I said, oh, you just look so comfortable in all that pink. Okay, you make a home for your wife and your kids. We love to go out every weekend and drunk and have fun. With what kids? With what husband? Why are you getting married? Why don't you just get it all out your system, drunkie? I just want to know. Get it out your system. She's a lot to handle. I keep hearing this from y'all, the girls down south. What is it? What y'all got that we don't have up here in the north? Huh? What y'all have down there? I'm a lot to hear. What that mean? What's all this stuff y'all got to handle? It just sounds like I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say, but I ain't gonna say it. Okay. That's all she's talking about. Get drunk, have fun. Tell me, why is this girl get married?
I never want to have that fear in the back of my head that they're gonna leave. I'm not gonna give people the chance to kind of.
She don't want to have the fear in the back of her head that they're gonna leave, and she don't want to give the people a chance to leave her. And you need to go to counseling. Virginia needs to go to AA #1, and then she needs a therapist. She don't want somebody to have a control over her if it's don't get married. Don't get married, man. Because when you get married, he can leave you. Okay? There she go drinking again.
My mom was married before my dad, and was married to my dad, and then not my stepdad. And then with my dad, my mom was his first wife, and then he had a marriage and a divorce, and then has now been with my stepmom for about 8 years.
The family's all twisted. They've been married, in turn, marrying each other, divorced each other, married, remarried. They've been married about 6 times each. No wonder the girl is messed up in her head. Okay, she needs to go to counseling.
Being a child of divorce, that was really hard for me.
She was a child of divorce, but you're getting married and you're not ready. I don't know. I don't understand.
The beginning of the divorce, they were kind of on again, off again.
Beginning at the divorce, they were on again, off again.
For a couple months, then come back for a couple months.
Back and forth. Double-minded man is unstable in all this way, child.
A year ago, they kind of came together and are now on decent terms. But I think that, along with other things, definitely affected me.
It affected her. Did you go to? Do you see who they're matching? Messed up people. Why are they matching? Why are they? Why is Virginia and Vinny on the show? Please tell me. They don't need to be getting married. They don't. I think Brianna is ready. I think Eric is ready. Vinny is not ready. Baby Vinny, Milky Vinny. And I don't think and this the drunk is not ready. They're not ready. But they're taking people who are ready to get married, matching them with people who are not ready to get married and unprepared to get married and get married for the wrong reasons. They need my book.
I would say my dog has attachment issues, and someone pointed out to me, they were like, well, you probably project your abandonment issues onto him. Like, you both.
The dog has attachment issues because she project her abandonment issues on the dog. So the dog need counseling too. The dog needs counseling too, okay? Girl, I can't.
She was all like, wait, that actually makes so much sense.
She's like, oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Well, I have been single for about 5 years, which is kind of a long time.
She's been single for 5 years. Okay, you're 26.
For a while, I didn't want to date. Seeing so many divorces and whatnot growing up.
For a while, she didn't want to date because seeing so many divorces. But you're taking this chance to get married at first. I don't understand it.
You know, I want to be with the one and be with them forever. I don't want to keep hopping from relationship.
She want to be with the one, be with him forever. She don't want to keep hopping for a relationship. Well, that's what you're going to do until you put the bottle down and go to counseling, sis. I'm just letting you know.
The reason I chose married at first sight is because, to me, someone who's all in enough to commit to marriage.
She chose married at first sight. She wants somebody who's all in and committed to marriage. Yet you are not committed to the marriage. Make it make sense to me, drunk. Make it make sense to me, Miss Drunky. I don't understand. You're not committed, but you want somebody who's committed to the. I don't understand.
All those things I'm looking for. So it kind of takes a lot of.
I can't with her. She needs to stop.
Once I'm committed, I'm gonna be all in, and with that,
once I'm committed, I'm gonna be all in. Oh, so you're not committed right now. You're not. But you want to get married.
Do have a match for me.
Look at her, just shake it. They do have a match for me. You know, it's early. She didn't get her liquor yet, or maybe she need another bottle. Ooh, Daddy said he was afraid it was a call about. This isn't the way I envisioned. Daddy said this is not the way I envisioned. Yeah.
You okay?
Cause Daddy knows she ain't ready. Daddy knows she needs AA. Daddy probably trying to get her in AA before she get off the insurance at 26 at the end of the year.
Me and my dad have had an interesting relationship. We butt heads a lot, and he's definitely expressed concern just in the whole idea and in the process.
They butt head, they're concerns with the idea and process.
His reasons, but still.
His reason, but he said he doesn't want to support me.
Is your mom coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would my mom not come?
So he's asking, is the mom coming? He said, nothing else, I get to see you on TV, right?
Virginia and Eric will meet for the very first time.
Daddy knows she got problems.
In less than 2 weeks. We feel that Virginia and Eric will have a successful marriage because Virginia has got a lust for life.
Listen to these foolish experts. We feel Virginia and Eric would be a good, successful marriage because Virginia has a lust for life. Eric loved to laugh and has achieved many of his goals. Is this the reason?
And I believe that Virginia needs that. She needs someone who's going to be stable, who's going to be supportive.
Virginia needs somebody who's stable, who's supportive.
Never going to leave her and can make that commitment for marriage.
who's not going to leave her and make that commitment for marriage. Let me rewind this foolishness. Let me rewind this bullcrap. What he saying? We'll meet for the very first time at the altar in less than 2 weeks. We feel that Virginia and Eric will have a successful marriage because Virginia has got a lust for life, and Eric loves to laugh. He's also mature and has achieved many of his goals, and I believe that Virginia needs that. She needs someone who's going to be stable, who's going to be supportive, who's never going to leave, and can make that commitment for marriage. So she's going to have a successful marriage because she has a lust for life. Oh my, is this why divorce? This is why divorce is over 50% of the. This is why divorce is over 50%. She's ready for marriage because she has a lust for life. Lord Jesus. Make it make sense to me. Oh, Lord, Paige and the charlatan. I can't. I need a break. Let me go check my mask again. I have 3 pots on the fire. I need a break before the charlatan and the foolish Paige. I can't. These two fools. Let me see what the pastor's going to say about these 2 idiots. Paige is telling her friends. Matchmaking journey for a while. She want to know your thoughts about potentially getting married. Child, I just cannot. I can't. I feel it. I just cannot. I can't. Is that the mama asking, is this something you're really serious about?
My name is Paige Banks. I'm 26 years old. I've wanted to be married ever since I was playing with my kid and my Barbie doll.
She's 26. She wanted to get married since she's been playing with her kid and Barbie. That's woman, right? It's marriage for women is innate. And if you want to argue with me, read the Bible. It's innate. It's just who we are. Okay. When I talk to a woman that don't want to get married, I'm like, what? Usually something wrong. There is some kind of fracture or issue there because it's innate. God put it in us. Okay. So I totally agree on wanting to be married since you've been playing with dolls.
This is something that I've always
She wanted you from early ages. I love her keyboard.
So badly.
I want this so badly.
It's never about me meeting someone and it's not vibing well. I'm just not ready.
It's never about her meeting someone and it's not vibing well. It's I'm just not ready, Paige. In other words, they don't like you, Paige. That's what that means. It means he don't like you. He don't want to marry you. That's what it means. Okay. And so they say, oh, I'm not ready to get married. And they want you to walk away, which is, I'm happy you walk away because most women like the fool in the book that's coming out soon. Is going to sit there for 8 years and wait for the man to be ready. When technically what he's saying is, I don't want to marry you. How many of y'all been there? Come on, tell it. Confess it. Confess it now. You weren't ready. The man told you weren't ready. You just hang on for dear life. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell it.
Shouldn't waste each other's time. I'm ready now, not ready later.
And she said, she's told him, let's not waste each other's time. I'm ready now, not ready later. That's a good thing, Paige. I like that. Because a lot of women don't. They want to get married now. And so Even though they want to get married now, they waste time. They allow men to waste their time. More women need to be like Paige and walk away. If he's not ready, bye. She wants somebody that's committed. She's ready to love on this man despite his fault. Did she say morning breath? She said, woo, she deserves somebody that's committed. I agree with you, girl. But they're not gonna give you somebody that's committed, and that's a girl, child. Let me tell you, you're about to get the devil's child. She's ready to love him despite all his flaws. It's starting to make sense now. That's why she's staying with the charlatan. Did she say morning breath? No, sir. Mike already know. Don't even talk to me. Not later. Deserve someone that's committed. I'm ready to love on this man despite all his fault, despite his morning breath, despite his, not the morning breath. Do y'all kiss each other in the morning? Mike already know. You already know. Get up, go bathroom, mouthwash, brush, come back. Okay, don't be talking to me with no morning breath. She's gonna be there for him through thick and thin. Oh, we know you're gonna be there, sis. No matter what he do, you're gonna be begging and crying to want to be with him. Oh, somebody said something about the name. Let me go back. Somebody had said something about the name. Let's look carefully. I love mango. In addition to being a full-time accountant, I am a realtor, and I own a home that I'm currently renting out. So it's really important for my partner to have I couldn't see it. Mentality, the desire to be better. She has a whole child. I can't. I'm tired of her. Children are not cheap. Children are not cheap. That's right, girl. It is my purpose. Cultivate to find love and to have children. Okay, I'm okay with that. I would love to have at least 2 or 3. She would like to have 2 or 3 kids. God willingly, hopefully, within a year or 2 in the marriage. No, ma'am. No. No. So these people are thinking these people are going to be perfect for them. And they're not. Regular couples who get married should not be having kids in the first year or 2, much less you marrying a stranger. Okay, my husband and I waited a year. My doctor wanted me to hurry up and have it because I was 35 when I got married. And I was like, I don't think so. I want to make sure you're not crazy. And she talking about in a year or 2, girl, bye. Oh, she want to have a honeymoon baby. She's going to let the spirit lead her. Child, stop lying on the Lord, Paige. Stop lying on the Lord, sister. Stop it. Mm, mm, mm. Honeymoon baby with a stranger. Make it make sense to me. What are your deal breakers? What if you get up there and it's like,
not just talking about looks though, because I know this is what I'm saying. I know you, and I know how picky you are. I mean, my only deal breaker is if he's not.
You know you, I know you, and how picky you are. Well, apparently she ain't picky. Her only deal breakers if he's not God fearing. Girl, please. No wonder she putting up with.
I've heard you say more deal breakers than that with exes. Like all of your men that you dated were God fearing and wanted children. Yeah,
see what the man is saying? He said, I've heard you say you've had more deal breakers than not got. Her only deal breaker is God fearing. And the man is saying, well, I've heard you said more. And he was like, all the men you dated were God fearing and wanted to have kids. So what happened?
That is true. And it's not even about just wanting children, it's about the timeline. We can have great chemistry, we hit it off.
Oh, it's about timeline.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I know you're a career-minded individual, so he's God-fearing, he wants children, you trust him, and he makes $7 an hour.
Woo!
That does matter.
Come on, brother. Y'all heard what the man said? Okay, you meet somebody. He's God fearing. He want kids. And he makes $7 an hour. Because you know they're all up in the church, the pastors, before so y'all to marry the bums, okay? And she said, oh, that does matter. Mm-hmm.
And you want to be, and then you pull off his socks and you like, ooh.
Yeah, how you pull off his socks and there's like, whoo.
We have no idea. Like, it's going to be a real wedding. We have no idea who it's going to be.
We have no idea. We have a real one. Who's this, the brother? And we married as a year and some.
It is. I dated a woman I'm with for a year.
Wait a minute. Let me see what he's saying. This man is talking wisdom.
That's all I'm saying.
We have no idea. Like, it's going to be a real wedding, and we have no idea who's going to be. And me being married as a year and some change, I know how difficult it is. And I dated the woman I'm with for years before we got married. So I know the challenge that you're in for. Thank you. You're basically choose a really difficult path in doing this. Woo! He talking right, honey. Mm. Oh, here go the Charlton talking to who is he talking to?
And Chris, Paige has told her family and friends that she's getting married at first sight. Now, Chris will do the same.
So Chris is about to tell his special news, giving you guys some special news.
While I was getting my hair cut past the couch.
Well, I can't with him.
I was no longer a single man. I was engaged.
He engaged, but he was still the ex-fiance for her father's pass. You know, he went to pay his respects and gave her the dingling, okay? I'm so sorry your father died. Woo, the pastor's drinking.
My name is Chris Williams II, and
Chris Williams II. That should have been a red flag. That should have been a red flag. Chris Williams II. Ain't no second, sir. There is no second unless it's like King George II, King George I, King George III. Baby George, Prince George is what? King George III or the fourth? That's when you say King George II. You're a junior. Talk about the second. I want to be married at first sight because I want a woman that is not after me for my money. What money? You're a bum. You're broke. You're busted. You're disgusted. I want to be married because I don't want a woman that's not. So are you saying the ex-baby mama, alleged baby mama, was after you for the money? Because she looked like that type. She looked like one of those video girls that follow around the rappers and the musicians try to get pregnant so she could get her child support check.
sexy. And I am a finance manager.
Finance manager as well as a restaurant owner. What finance? Lies, child. You're broke. I want to be married at first sight because I want a woman that's not after me for my money. She's intelligent, submissive, sexy, good in bed, and a freak. Woo! Sexy. Good in bed and a freak. Well, how the experts gonna know if she's good in bed and a freak? I just want to know. Let me take this picture. He want a freak. He wants a freak.
Without those things would be a sad Christopher with blue balls.
Life with all those things would be a sad Christopher with blue balls. I want to max those 7 kids. Can you afford them? Your last name is your brand. Can you afford it? Your last name is your business. Can you afford them? So I turn to the experts to help me find so we can have a power couple and empire for generations to come. I had a family full of preachers that I come from, and I was ordained minister at one point, but I wasn't making any money. We've traveled, and the only and the experts thought this fool is a good chain is a good. Huh? Pastor Cal, call him the pastor. You thought a man who became a preacher for money and left preaching because he wasn't making enough money was a good person to get married. To make it make sense to me, Rev. Make it make sense to me. I don't want to hear nothing this fool got to say. And this is the thing with black people, right? My father wasn't gonna give us any handout. You notice how black parents are different from the white parents. The white parents, a lot of the white parents have an inheritance for their kids, help their kids to become established. The black parents, they be kicking the kids out at 18 and say, go figure it out yourself. I mean, foolish. This is why the black community is the way we are. Okay, we don't think longevity. We don't think generation. We don't think inheritance. We don't think any of those things. We think that 18-year-old that just got out of high school, haven't even graduated high school, is supposed to figure this thing out and be able to stand on their feet at 18. Make it make sense to me. And so for those of you now in 2021 that's listening to me, you have kids, don't do that. Build an inheritance for your kids. Have the money ready for them to get married. Matter of fact, have the money paid to pay for their college education. I think it's shameful for you to tell your 18 years old they need to figure it out and take out a student loan to go to college. You should be paying for that. You should help your kids, prepare your kids to become the best person they can be. When your child go out in this world, they should be prepared. You should pay for their college education, and frankly, you should buy them their first house. That's what we're doing for little Michael. He will not have any debt. Little Michael will be a debt-free man. And that's how you help your generation to get out of debt. And he will do the same thing for his generation and the next generation. And then we're building generational wealth. Ladies, choose a man that can afford to provide for you so you can build generational wealth. I keep telling y'all, stop marrying these bums. Stop it. When you marry bums and you create babies with bums, guess what you have? You marry a man that's in debt, can't provide for you, can't eat, so guess what kind of life you're going to have? Every generation should not have to start from scratch to figure it out. Me and Mike is figuring it out for little Michael. Okay, he get older. Okay, you don't have to figure it out. You don't have to go through the mud and the miry clay. We already did that for you. Now you can continue to build generational wealth, generational wealth, generational wealth. And if you keep going, if the Lord tarries, our generation should never ever have to be in debt or struggle to make a living and make a life. It's ridiculous to me. Do what the Jewish people do. This is why read the Bible. Read the Bible. Good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. I don't believe nothing this fool has got to say. He was engaged twice. First one didn't work out because he didn't make any money. I dreamt that thing last night too. The video. Huh? He said the first one didn't work out because he did not make any money. A lie. Well, probably true too. But the girl was like, I started seeing stuff about him that I was like, hold up, wait a minute. And then, there was bam, 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 bam. Okay, now let's see the second one for the reason. And the second one was trust. Yeah, because you cheated on her with her cousin allegedly and got the cousin allegedly pregnant, allegedly. Excuse me. The second one did not work out because we didn't have mutual trust. Well, granted, trust is very important in a marriage, but we already know, he's this dingling slinger. He can't keep it in the pants. Okay, moving along. 3 months ago, you feel like you're ready to be married, and the experts met you. The experts are fools. I'm hungry. I gotta eat me something. Maybe I should have a croissant. Did you give them specifics in terms of what you want? I answered hundreds of questions. Pastor say, did you give them specifics what you want? He was like, oh, I answered the 100. What did he say? Hundreds of questions. Yeah, she'll be an angel from heaven. Mm. Chris, oh God, those old men be talking, child. Spiritual is strong. We have strong beliefs. Well, your son don't have, your grandson don't have it. Okay, Christopher Hoare does not have those strong beliefs that you got, Grandpa. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I think there's a verse that says we cannot really be unevenly. Girl, I got to rewind it. Did the grandfather who's supposed to be a preacher say, I think there's a verse that say that I think there's a verse that says we cannot be ever unequally yoked. You don't know if there's a verse that says that, or so, preacher? And he said, are you looking for somebody in the same box with you? Of course, I hope so. You guys being preachers and the other side being preachers as well. That was important. Somebody whose spiritual is going to be imperative. That's going to be the icing on the cake. No, if she's beautiful, great, and she's spiritual, you have it. See how the church be making you think that you should marry an ugly woman. This is another reason there's so much divorce in the church, right? Because they tell the men it don't matter what she look like, and that's a lie. Let's just address the truth. Men want something that looks good to them, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Because I want somebody that got some money too. Okay, there's nothing wrong with men wanting beautiful women. So the scriptures say beauty is vain, but a woman that honors God, character, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Slip my mind. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You want both. You want her to be beautiful and have a good character. A woman that fears the Lord. And it's like they want you to marry the ugly woman that fears God. And you can't look at her. Versus choosing a woman that is pretty to you and also fear God. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But the heart never does. And so I don't look the same way I did at 16 when I walked down the aisle with your grandfather. Grandma said, well, I don't look like she got married at 16. I need you to walk into this, with an open mind. Even the success you had. I don't want to hear nothing Chris family got to say, child, because all the people, what they're saying, they sound good, but the boy, I don't know. I don't know if that's their family. They're part of their family because he's like the devil's child. Approach this relationship in the same way. He's getting good advice and sound advice from his family, but I don't think that's his family, child, because he too rich. Open your mind. He's too rich. Ooh, grandma said open your mind, and he's like, I'm nervous about that. Both come from religious backgrounds and take their faith seriously. They both want children soon. They're also. Let me rewind and see what Pastor said why he matched these two fools together, okay? I'm nervous about that. He's nervous about opening his mind. Paige and Chris both come from religious backgrounds and take their faith seriously. They both want children soon. They're also both driven in their careers. I believe that they have the promise of becoming a dynamic power couple for sure. Child, let me go get me some oatmeal, child. Let me go make me some. I can't. This is too much for my spirit. Hold on, y'all. Okay, Haley's meeting with her friends. I like Haley's friends, by the way. I don't know how they have a friend like Haley. Because she's so. I can't remember who Haley's main friend looks like. I'm getting married in 2 weeks. The friends are like, no name, no background. I don't want what he looks like. The friend is like, are you being serious? Seriously. Always the bridesmaid.
28 years old, and I'm a sales representative.
She's a sales representative.
I've been in a committed relationship since I was 21.
Ooh, she has been in a committed relationship since she's 21. Being single, I do not want to do it. And no one can tell me otherwise.
I have been a bridesmaid somewhere in the ballpark of 14.
She's been a bridesmaid 14 times.
Make the always a bridesmaid comment for sure.
Lots of Fred always a bridesmaid for sure.
It never felt like I was going to get married.
It never felt like she's going to get. She's 28.
Oh no! I've had 2 serious relationships, and neither one of them ended well. The first one was 5 years.
2 serious relationships was 5 years, super controlling.
And then all of a sudden, crickets. Like, wouldn't hear from him. And so.
Then all of a sudden, crickets, on again, off again. Stop giving people access to your life. Once it's off, it's off.
So that really caused me to just not trust anyone.
Wait, what happened?
As the years went by, I do feel like.
What happened? Let me rewind this, show. Hold on. Let me rewind what she said. Oh, were they on again, off again, and he got another girl pregnant?
That really caused me to just not trust
So
anyone.
that caused her to not trust anyone. Listen, ladies, y'all be getting with these men and think that they're supposed to cut everybody else off. This dating is about gathering data, honey. They're dating other people. You should be dating other people too if you want to get married. This is not your man. This is not your baby daddy. You're supposed to figure it out if he's the one for you to get married. Child, I just can't.
As the years went by, I do feel like I've done a lot of work in like figuring out.
As the years went by, she did a lot of work in figuring out what she wants.
Like that.
No, child, you didn't. It's a lie, Haley Tops.
I feel like I've done a lot of work in like figuring out. Okay, not every situation is gonna end like that.
She's done a lot of work and figure out that not every situation is going to end like that. Well, she's 28. She's talking like she's 48.
I feel like I've finally gotten to that point where I've worked on myself, figured out what I want, and
she's worked on herself, figured out what, and I'm looking for someone that always want to travel with me and be my date. They're going to match it with Jake that don't travel. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Child, when you do,
I feel like I've finally gotten to that point where I've worked on myself, figured out what I want.
Ooh, that bacon's smelling good.
I'm looking for someone that allows me to be myself.
She's looking for someone that allows her to be herself, wants to travel with her, and be my date and, partner in life. I think I'm ready to be a bride instead of a bridesmaid. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Oh, my God. Have you thought through this? You just said yes. You didn't think twice?
I thought a couple times. Like, I'm sweating.
The friends say I'm sweating.
But I am like, so you're putting all your hope into somebody else. I'm sorry, can we just talk about my track record? Because it's not great.
The friends said, so you're putting all your hope in your track, the experts. And she said, well, can we talk about my track record? Because it's not great. Well, 2 guys, Haley. 2 guys. This is the foolery and the what's the new word I use in my book? The delusionality. I wrote to my editor, I was writing delusionality, and I put in parentheses, yes, I just made up a new word. It's the delusionality that you think the man you meet is it. It's not, honey. Sometimes you got to go. I went through so many guys, talking to them and figuring out, is this the one? And it's not the one. And I think women, you feel like them every man you meet is it, and it's not it, and you have to take time to figure it out. I cannot with Haley. Let me go get this bacon. Mike, is the bacon ready? Mike. Mike. I mean, Haley talking like, come on, two guys is nothing, Haley.
I was about to say profanity. That's not appropriate, but I am like, so you're putting all your hope into somebody else. I'm sorry. Can we just talk about my track record because it's not great?
Her track record is not great.
What's the scariest part?
What's the scariest part? I mean,
the fact it's a stranger.
The fact it's a stranger, it's a huge commitment, and you're good at getting rid.
Why you haven't had a relationship for hello?
You ever had a relationship forever?
I didn't think Haley was gonna get married at all. You know, I mean, she definitely is very independent.
They don't think Haley was gonna get married at all. Haley's 28. Well, you know that's. Hello, black girls. Pay attention. Our white cousins can go to school, get their career, get their job, travel the world, live a little bit, and by 28 be married. And in the black community, they tell you don't need a man, go to school, get your degree, work 55 jobs. You're a strong, independent black woman that don't need a man. But at the white girls at 28, they're thinking, girl, you're not going to get married. Because by 28, you're supposed to be married. You're supposed to have gone to school, get your career, live a little, travel a little bit, and settle your behind down so by 28 you're married. I just want y'all to know see the difference. And so for those of us that we have kids, we have to change the narrative in the black community, mamas. Stop telling your daughters that they're strong, independent black women that don't need a man. That is a lie straight from the pits of hell that has destroyed the black community. You don't believe me? 80% of black kids are living in a single mother's home. 86% of black kids live below the poverty level. I think the last number I read. Think about that. 70% of black women are chronically single and unmarried. This study actually says won't get married, but I'm just going to say they're not married now.
Like very natural for her. It's just up to her discretion whether the guy gets a second date. I don't really think it's usually the guy's choice. It's usually Haley's choice.
Right. It's not his dating choice if he gets a date.
I guess if you were. What else you gonna do? Rent an apartment down the road? She's got to stay with him. She's committed. She's married.
Ooh, so Haley has a problem with living with a partner. Let me rewind. Because they're saying about the apartment. Are you gonna sleep in the same with your husband like the day you meet him? Well, yeah, guess I mean, what else you gonna do? Get an apartment down the road? She's got to stay with him. She's committed. She's married. I keep like going into shock. I don't even know. I cannot believe. I am honestly in shock. I know this is something she always wanted, and knowing how many times she has been the bridesmaid, and now we get to be there for her as a best friend, there's no greater feeling or satisfaction in the entire world. So somebody who always wanted to get married, Haley, why haven't you for 7 years? I understand taking a year to take a break to kind of, readjust and get your footing. But 7 years and you've always wanted to get married. Make it make sense to me, Haley. Make it make sense to me, girl. I don't understand.
Get down the aisle. Do you think you're really ready to be married?
Ooh, the friends. So do you think you're ready to get married, to be vulnerable enough for... Down to the nitty gritty, you're going to be married in 2 weeks. Talk about feelings a lot. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to be. Maybe a reason why your past relationship haven't really worked out because you didn't want to get to that point, but maybe the process will force you. She's gonna try. Oh my God, I can't. I can't. She's gonna try. She's gonna try. Why are you getting married, Haley? Haley, why are you getting married if you're gonna just try? Haley and Jacob. Haley revealed to her friends to get married. Jacob is gonna tell his family. I've been working with these experts who are potentially pairing me up. To to get married, Jacob Fred was like, what? I'm gonna be getting married in 2 weeks. God, the friend said, what? 38 senior IT. He lift weights. He was single in his 20s because when he was into his 20s, he was not 100% committed. Yeah, you should not be 100% committed in your 20s because you're not ready, sir. I am not for men getting married in their 20s. They're not ready. They're not ready and they are not prepared. And I totally agree with Jacob. Yes, do not be committed in your 20s. You're not ready. 30s, yeah, you have to start slowing down. 35, yeah, time to get married. 25, 20, no, not for the men. They're not ready. I totally agree with Brother Jacob. I totally agree with him. Lifting weights, compete with his brother irritate him. Because probably my 20s, I wouldn't commit 100%. I was always thinking in the back of my head that there was something more. Don't sell the kind of thing, and I think I've gotten over that into my 30s. Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree with him. In my 20s, didn't settle. I always thought there was something more because he didn't meet the right one yet. And ladies, you have to realize that the men have to meet the right one. You have to be the right one for him. When you are the right one for him, he will give up everything. He will die for you like Christ died for the church. But as long as he's still thinking there is something better out there, you're not the one, girl. I'm just letting you know you need to walk away, boo. Once he's getting over 35, he's pushing 40. And after 35, he put all his cards and chips on the floor. Oh my God, that beef and egg. He said all these apps and people don't give love a fair chance. It's hard to meet people at the bar. Nobody goes out. He gets interested in remodeling projects. I love his house and his pool. Looks tropical. He hates mowing. So he's going to put up a beach. I love it. He loved the 80s. I don't have a problem with him loving the 80s. Just stay in the basement. That's all. Don't bring it upstairs. He's an optimistic guy. Always been optimistic. Make it better with that person. I love it. I just want to be happy with someone. Last chance to find love by 40. But I don't like putting a number on it either, Jacob, because you will make wrong choices. The friends say it's not normal, but you're not normal.
Kind of right because like every time I try to like focus in on one aspect of it, I just start thinking about all the others at once. So you don't know name or
You don't know name. You'll see her the first time, which is kind of weird. Haley, Haley.
I love it. Yeah, no, I think we're better off, especially like as I get older and like all of these new hip apps come out.
As he get older and all the hip apps come out.
So many of them too.
There's so many of the apps.
You think that she's gonna be a nerd? You're a nerd.
You think she's gonna be a nerd? No, she's nothing like a nerd.
Like for most relationships, you're gonna actually live together. You're a sweet guy. You actually have like. It's been a while.
You're gonna live together. Poor Jacob. The whole thing is uncomfortable. We match Haley and Jacob because he's an offbeat. Wait a minute. Match a homebody with somebody who wants to travel all over the world. We match home because he's an offbeat homebody and she's more. He's an offbeat homebody. We met Jacob and Haley because he's an offbeat homebody. Homebody, and she's more gregarious. And she's more gregarious. I'm watching them spinning the dog. He's an offbeat homebody, and she's more gregarious, but we believe that he can bring some stability into her life. Jacob needs Haley's energy. He needs her to bring him out of his shell and to make him more gregarious. If they work this right, they could be an incredible couple. Jesus Christ. I can't. I cannot. They're matching these people who are so different. Oh, she can bring him out of the shell. That's not her job. I can't. Now these two. Chatty Clara. Now I'm thinking somebody said her voice is annoying. I agree.
Most of the time, it's a lot of fun being a flight attendant. The travel is amazing. I'll get hit on occasionally. Usually, it's like drunk frat boys or like really older men. I've gone on a lot of really, really awful first dates. I went on a date with a guy one time that kept bringing up how well endowed he was. I bailed.
She went on a date one time with a guy who kept talking about how well endowed she was, and she bailed. I don't believe you. You a liar. You was giving booty calls. You was doing booty calls. You wanted to see how well endowed that man is, Clara. I don't believe you. You think I believe you didn't? You didn't go home with that man and give him a booty call, girl. I don't believe you. Okay, well, so who said she was a floozy?
Especially was drunk, first of all. Then decides to take a shot of tequila, vomits, and then comes back and makes me sit through a 50-page photo album of his ex-girlfriend's dog. I don't want to just casually date.
I don't believe nothing. Oh, I don't want to casually date. You're a lie. You casually having sex, Clara.
He's confident in me. He's confident in us. Like, ready to take on the world together. I'm very, very, very social. I could talk to
She's social. She could talk to a wall for hours with no problems. Good. Stop talking to Ryan because he's bored. Okay, you're annoying him. Whether you have the best day ever or the worst day ever, someone to talk to when you're stuck in traffic. Like, I don't want to live my life alone. Nobody wants to live their life alone. I want to do what?
To be with me. So for me, the risk of marrying a complete stranger just so outweighs any negative.
The risk of outweighing a complete stranger outweigh the negative. Girl, you a fool. She said the risk of marrying a complete stranger outweigh the negatives. Is she serious?
That's the thing. I found out Thursday. I'm getting married now. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Where's it? Is it yours? This is mine. I'm just rocking it to like get used to the feel and let people know like I'm getting married.
All her friends are happy to it.
She doesn't want to date anymore.
She doesn't want to date anymore. Oh, that girl cheeks are so red like an apple.
So ready to just like take that leap of faith. What do you think?
She's ready to take that leap of faith.
No, I'm like so excited for you. You've like been through a lot.
You've been through a lot, and I just feel like you're had enough.
I feel like I've been getting dumped a little bit left and right.
She's been getting dumped a little left for. I wonder why.
Like, I know.
She's been getting dumped. I can see why the guys dump you, and I hope Ryan dump you too.
Yeah. I'm very open. I'm very honest. So if I have feelings for someone, I let them know early on. Hey, I'm bi.
She's open, honest, and she let guys know she had feelings for them. Or Lord Jesus, Clara's, y'all, a lot of y'all are Clara's out here. I gotta rewind this.
I just had crap. I mean, I literally had a guy Venmo me last week $100 as his way of asking permission to take my best friend on a date.
She had a guy to Venmo her $100 to take her best friend on a date. I think Clara's just terrible. Yeah, she got her heart broken so many times because you fall in love with everybody. You're not supposed to fall in love with everybody, Chatty Clara. Floozy.
Really, 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 this is it. Like, I want this, I want it now. I'm just terrified. I mean, because you guys know, I get my feelings hurt easily.
Oh, I gotta come back and do a video because a lot of y'all are Claras out there. This is why it's not working out for you because you're a Clara. Okay, what happened? Okay. Lord, geez, this is a whole mess.
Our fifth couple is
Clara and Ryan.
Clara has just told her friends that she will be getting married at first sight. Now, Ryan will do the same.
I know I've been talking to y'all about.
I know I've been talking to y'all about potentially marrying somebody in a couple weeks. What you guys think? What? What do you think? What are you thinking?
The idea itself is like.
The idea is intimidating. Mr. Confident and calculated.
29 years old.
He's 29.
I would say I'm very calculated, very routine person. I make the same smoothie in the morning.
He's very calculated, very routine. Listen, ladies, men are calculated. They are calculating how to get the kitty. Okay, and you just come on, get it. He said he don't want to get married, and I'm just gonna wait here for 55 years until you're ready to marry.
Same website, and I start my work as a project manager for a software company.
He's a project manager for a software company.
Straight to getting some fitness in.
He works fitness 2.5 hours in the gym Monday through Friday after work, and then it's off to bed. And then we do it all over again the next day. I would definitely say I'd work a lot to get to where I'm at, and maybe sacrifice a relationship. He's 29. I do want to get married, but I'm never saying I love you to somebody. That's good. Don't say it. I feel like that is a very special thing. I totally agree with you. I've had some incredible role models to see what love is, so that's why I hold out in the highest regard. I totally agree with you, and I know when I find that person, it'll be years on fire, house on fire. I totally agree. You know, I'm gonna be Those are the things. But when it's there, I won't be afraid to open up. I totally agree. He grew up in a very rural area.
I mean, obviously black people are a minority in the country, but I was always like a super minority.
He's a super minority in high school. I think my graduating class 700 people.
Like 10, 15 blacks.
And I was like 1 or 10 or 15 blacks. My upbringing was predominantly like around white people, so it taught me a very way to see the world. I've had some great interracial relationships, and I'm very distant memory of being in college and dating a white girl at a time. And an older lady literally like came up to me. She said, "That's not right, sorry, you shouldn't be with him." And that stuff used to really, really bug me. But that's not the be all, end all. It's not like I sit around, hey, I only date you because of X, Y, or Z. The reason I'm ready for love and marriage, I put a lot of work into Ryan. I've got great friends. I've got a great family. There's like, I'm tired of all that.
7 people, Ryan and 3 couples. I see what they have, and I want what they have. You see how they
Oh, he went on a trip, Ryan, and 3 people. 3 couples.
You know, we haven't involved in the conversation though is Alex, and we could get Alex's opinion. Let me FaceTime her.
Who's Alex?
What's up? I'm good.
I mean, Ryan don't have any black friends. Ryan, where your black friends at, brother?
They found me a match.
Are you serious?
I get married in 2 weeks.
He
2 weeks?
gets married in 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh! You're gonna be a husband.
I will be legally married. I'm hungry. I gotta eat my oatmeal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like a legitimate wife. I'm technically engaged. In a couple of weeks, I'll be going. You're friends, yeah. Oh gosh.
I'm fiancing someone I don't know.
What if she doesn't do CrossFit too?
I think it would be a lie to say that out there. Enormous risk? Yeah.
I'm a very detailed,
Organized, and that's how it's gonna go. That's outside of my comfort zone, but I'm excited about. Ooh, child. Well, they matched her with a loose woman.
If this is the person that I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life. Once you guys are married, what advice do y'all have for me?
It's hard work.
It's hard work. Marriage is hard work.
A lot of effort.
A lot of effort.
You have to give it your all.
I want to go back to bed. I want to give it to you all. I'm about to go lay on this couch and go back to sleep. We believe Clara and Ryan will be a strong match because Clara and Ryan both come from close-knit families and have an open mind, a way of approaching life. Clara falls in love easily, and we believe has it to make Ryan. We believe she can make Ryan say, "I love you." These foolish experts, I just can't. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna come back and do a can y'all believe this foolery? Don't listen to these experts, girl. Call me when you meet your man or your gal. Call me or pick this book up on Amazon, baby. Y'all, I'm talking to my editor right now about doing a spin-off of this book. About the couples in here that got married that should not have gotten married, okay? And you can easily see why these people in this book should not have gotten married. And a lot of y'all about to get married just shouldn't be getting married. And a lot of y'all that are married should not have gotten married, and that's why you need to see the marriage counselor. And y'all shouldn't have gotten married. But I love you, girl. I love you. Remember my new book on Amazon, Moments of Gratitude. Take time every day to give the Lord thanks. Write down what you want for your husband, believe God, or your wife. And, of course, the journal is also available. Ebooks are on my blog. The link will be below. I absolutely love and adore you. Bye, darlings. I'm going back to bed. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.